You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining me tonight on the show is Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, spokesperson and member of Parliament of the BJP. Also with me tonight is Reena Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party. Joining me tonight is Dr. Mahajan of Mahajan Imaging. Also joining me is Dr. Bagai. All of them well versed in what's going on as far as COVID is concerned. Manoj Kaka of the Samajwadi Party also joins the debate. But my first question goes to my friend Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Of course, author, scientist, what have you. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I want to ask you. We always say this and we lament and lament and lament, and clearly there is no impact that this has on anybody, any political party. And I want to ask you, are there two Indias? One for us who have to follow the rules and one India belonging to those who make the rules? Because people who make the rules don't have to follow it. You're seeing former chief ministers like Devendra Fadnavis attending weddings, and there's no cap on those weddings. Any number of people can go to that weddings, even though Section 144 is in place in Ahmednagar where the wedding is happening. A deputy mayor holds a party. There is an ABVP celebration in Gujarat, and of course rallies across the poll-bound states are happening as if there's going to be no tomorrow. So I want to ask you, are we once again tempting the third wave to be as, what do I say, as stern and as stiff for us in terms of the price that we have had to pay as the second one? Are we inviting trouble of that magnitude yet again?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to all my fellow panelists. No, there is no doubt about it, Navika. You're absolutely bang on. In fact, as George Orwell said, and I've repeated this ad nauseum, all humans are equal, but some are more equal than others. And this seems to be absolutely pat for our politicians. There seems to be two rules working. And it's not just right now, Navika. You know it. You have been broadcasting all through COVID. You know the same thing appeared in Karnataka during Mr. Devgowda's family's marriage. The same thing was done in UP. The same thing was repeated in Bengal. Time after time after time again, there seems to be two rules. During the first wave, during the second wave, and now during the third wave, it seems pretty imminent. In fact, in many places, it's possibly only started. So why this difference? And the reason for that is there is no penalty. Navika, I'll be very brief. I just want to take you back to, in fact, this year, around May. When the second wave was upon us, it had not begun, but the canvassing had been going full storm, in Bengal. The Election Commission had very established and strict guidelines of severe penalties, IPC punishment leading to jail terms of 6 months or more if Section 144 was violated or if there were any gatherings. Not a single party took cognizance of the Election Commission. Not one, including BJP, TMC, Congress, Communists, everyone. And what happened? Was there any penalty? Was any party struck off? No. Point number two, Navika, and this will really hit home the point. Do you remember in that catastrophic second phase when state after state, rightly so, blamed the center? All of us did. For the terrible situation as far as oxygen was concerned, and state after state, and many of them, their governments, their representatives are right now on the panel. They said people are dying for lack of oxygen. What happened 3 months later when the center sent an advisory to all the states telling us, please tell us how many people died? Not a single state, including the BJP states, said one person died of oxygen shortage. So this is a different class of people. These are not what can I say, Pradhan, people say, I'm Pradhan Sevak. No, they're not Pradhan Sevaks, these politicians. They are kings. And let me tell you, even though everyone is vaccinated, what has Omicron told us across Navika, I'll just take 30 seconds. It is devastating. Everyone is getting infected. Perhaps all the vaccines total up to 0% efficacy. Now, it is true
No doubt about it, and recent research has shown that our T cell immunity seems to be holding up well against Omicron. Number two, 5 publications have said, as Dr. Bagai also alluded to last time, that Omicron is not very effective at infecting lung cells as the Delta was. But do millions and millions of Indians know this? And these are anyway preliminary, non-peer-reviewed results. They have only the COVID regulations to go by. And what are these politicians telling us the COVID regulations are? Wear your mask at all times, maintain 6 feet distance, and do not go to crowded places. All three are being blatantly violated by every political party. What do you do? Is there any hope? Where is the Supreme Court? Is it sleeping?
No, everything, well, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, I want to ask you, is everything supposed to be managed through the Supreme Court? And then we will have this unseemly war which says, who has greater authority over the executive? Is it going to be the judiciary or the executive itself? Are these administrative issues which the judiciary should be getting into? Those kind of debates will begin. But the question we are asking Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi is that we've suffered once, and not very long ago, just about 5 or 6 months ago. Those memories haven't gone. Each one of us has lost somebody in our family, larger family, friend circle, somewhere. And those memories are not easy to digest. It hasn't been that long. The question is, are we not going to learn from our faults? Are we going to see, and I want my viewers to really see these visuals. We had on the one hand a former chief minister, a deputy mayor, and of course several rallies that are going on. And this is the visual of how an Aam Aadmi's wedding was disrupted by the DM in Tripura just a few months ago. See this. This is what happens if a common man flouts the rules. This is what happens to them.
Navika ji, you said very appropriately, the second wave was so serious and so nefarious that none of us on the panel can say that anybody known to us would not have passed away. Forget about getting affected. But it is incumbent on part of everybody, whether it's the political parties or the common man, that we have to follow the rules. But I would like to further add what Anand Ranganathan has said. There is several scenes and pictures available of the rally, but I would also like to point out, have you forget about the visuals of Manali and Mussoorie? Was there any political rally? Have you seen the video footage of that shopping mall crowd coming out of that? It was not a rally. So the problem is that it is becoming increasingly, I can say, irresponsible on the part of each and every one, whosoever in any of the capacity, that we are giving more emphasis to our works. And with due humility, I would like to ask, साहब छोड़ दीजिए जिसमें पॉलिटिशियंस गए थे, जितनी शादियां आप लोगों ने अटेंड की होंगी, कितनी शादियों में कितने लोग मास्क पहने हुए थे, कितने लोग सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन कर रहे थे. आज समस्या इस बात की है कि हम सबको मिलकर एक रास्ता निकालना होगा. और जो उन्होंने एक बात कही कि देयर आर सम पीपल आर स्पेशल, सम पीपल आर डिफरेंट, वो भी मैं एकदम बताना चाहता हूं. बिल्कुल उन्होंने सही कहा, ही हैज सेड वेरी अप्रोप्रिएटली. देयर आर सम पीपल एट द टाइम ऑफ वैक्सीनेशन, at one point of time they become statistical experts, sometimes they become scientific expert. When 15th of August 2020 Prime Minister said that early next year we will be able to produce the vaccine, then they say, how come it is possible? It's impossible that in 1 year 5-6 countries have done in the same time. When it has come, they become certainly statistical expert. This sample was not appropriate, that sample was not appropriate. Then suddenly they become a political vaccine. So they are different. And when the state which is having the best medical infrastructure and the medical workforce, वहां पर एक विशेष त्योहार में छूट दी जाती है और कोविड आउटबर्स्ट हो जाता है, nobody states any question. Yes, because they are the special people, there no question should be raised. So that's why I am saying, irrespective of caste, class, religion, region, and irrespective of profession, everybody should try to have its own responsibility. But those who are politicians are having much more responsibility. The political parties are having more responsibility. और हम लोग कितना रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना चाहते हैं। गजेंद्र शेखावत जी ने कहा वी आर रेडी फॉर वर्चुअल रैलीज। नाविका जी, आई वुड लाइक टू रिमाइंड इन 2020 बिहार इलेक्शन वी सेड वी आर रेडी फॉर वर्चुअल रैलीज एंड ऑल दोस पीपल वेंट टू कोर्ट एंड व्हाट द प्ली दे हैव टेकन, BJP might have advantage of the virtual rallies, so they insisted on the physical rallies. सो इसलिए मैं कहना चाहता हूं, आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा, पर उसमें भी कुछ स्पेशल हैं, कुछ लोग अलग तरीके से हैं, और कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज जो हैं वो उसमें
आपको रोक कौन रहा है? अगर आप वर्चुअल रैली करना चाहते हैं तो आप करिए, कोई करे या ना करे, आप अपना वर्चुअल रैली करिए। आफ्टर ऑल थाली बजाने के लिए, दिया जलाने के लिए किसी ने तो नहीं कहा था। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने खुद कहा, मोटिवेट किया देश को, देश सामने आया। एक बार ये भी कह के देख लीजिए कि हम नहीं जाएंगे, बाकी पार्टीज को करने दीजिए, आप देखिए आपको कैसे सपोर्ट मिलेगा। ये हर वक्त दूसरों को चुनौती देना कि हम तो करना चाहते थे वो नहीं करने दे रहे, ये आर्ग्यूमेंट कहां तक सही है?
सुधांशु जी, मैं 10 सेकंड लेके उसको ऐड कर दूं उसमें कुछ।
नाविका जी, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने आज, एक मिनट मैं और बोल दूं तब आप बताइएगा। इलेक्शन कमीशन ने बहुत क्लियर आज बोला कि ऑल पार्टीज सेड दैट दे वांट इलेक्शन ऑन टाइम, यस वी आल्सो वांट। अब अगर वो फिजिकल रैली करेंगे और हम ये करने को तैयार हैं, आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा, ठीक है, पोल बाउंड स्टेट में तो रैली मजबूरी है। ये जयपुर में किस लिए रैली हुई थी? राजस्थान इज नॉट गोइंग फॉर इलेक्शन, व्हाई जयपुर वाज वेंट फॉर रैली? और उसमें क्लेम करेंगे कि सबसे ज्यादा क्राउड आया। सो यहां इसका तो जवाब दे दें, जहां इलेक्शन नहीं है वहां भी रैली कर रहे हैं। इसलिए मैं कहना चाहता हूं, इसलिए मैंने ईमानदारी से कहा एवरीबॉडी शुड ट्राई टू
तो यहाँ क्राउड का कंपटीशन है, तो यहाँ क्राउड का कंपटीशन है। आनंद रंगनाथन जी, क्राउड का कंपटीशन है, इसीलिए कोई पीछे नहीं हटेगा।
अच्छा नाविका जी,
इसीलिए
1 second, 10 seconds to Anand, he wants to make a point, I'm coming to you.
या सुधांशु जी, आप बुरा नहीं मानिएगा, मैं आपकी बहुत इज्जत करता हूं। आपसे, आपके जैसा एरुडाइट बीजेपी स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन अभी तक किसी ने जन्म नहीं लिया, लेकिन आपने जो कहा है मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ है। अगर कोई और लीडर ये कहता मुझे दुख नहीं होता। आपने ये कहा है, व्हाट इज द जॉब ऑफ अ लीडर सुधांशु जी? इज द जॉब ऑफ द लीडर टू फॉलो और टू लीड बाय एग्जाम्पल। आप औरों का निकाल रहे हैं, डू टू रॉन्ग्स मेक अ राइट। समाजवादी पार्टी को आप फॉलो कर रहे हैं, कांग्रेस को फॉलो कर रहे हैं। और मैं आपको एक और बात बता दूं, मैं गाड़ी जब चलाता हूं, आपको चालान नहीं हुआ क्योंकि आप शॉफर ड्रिवन कार में बैठते हैं। मेरा चालान हुआ है जबकि मेरा मास्क एकदम नीचे था। आई वाज द ओनली वन ड्राइविंग, आई पेड द चालान बिकॉज आई वाज रॉन्ग। Millions of others are paying challans right now, whereas you are attending rallies are having rallies attended by millions who are flouting all COVID norms. I don't expect this from you, Sudhanshu ji. I expect it from any other politician, but not you.
Exactly, and Reena ji, the same applies. Same applies to the chief minister of Delhi.
एक मिनट.
He was. एक मिनट, Sudhanshu ji, are you? जी.
मैं बोल सकता हूं?
बोले सुधांशु जी।
मैं सिर्फ एक छोटी सी बात करना चाहता हूं। आनंद जी, मैंने ये नहीं कहा था कि एक क्लास, मैंने तो सिर्फ ये कहा कि मनाली की जो भीड़ थी वो तो रैली की नहीं थी ना। और आपने जो बात कही, आपने कहा ना किंग है, आज का जमाना किंग नहीं, लोकतंत्र में है। प्राचीन कहावत होती थी, यथा राजा तथा प्रजा, और आज राजा कौन है? प्रजा है। तो यथा प्रजा तथा राजा। तो आज क्या है, पब्लिक और रूलिंग क्लास का भेद खत्म हो गया है। इसीलिए मैंने ईमानदारी से कहा, पब्लिक हो या रूलिंग क्लास हो या पॉलिटिशियन हो, सब लोग एक तरीके से उनको ईमानदारी से सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज वियर करनी पड़ेगी, देन वी कैन हैव ए प्रॉपर सोल्यूशन।
सर माफ कीजिएगा सुधांशु जी, माफ कीजिएगा। ये आपको जहां आप बैठे वहां लगता है। आइए टेबल के इस तरफ आइए और दिखाऊं। मैं आपको ये विजुअल दिखाना चाहती हूं त्रिपुरा का। यहाँ एक आम आदमी की शादी हो रही है बच्चों।
नाविका जी, मैं भी आपसे एक बात कह दूं।
घुसकर
मारपीट
करते हैं। नहीं, मेरे को बहुत कुछ कहा जाता है।
वो बात आपकी सही है, वो वहां पे उनकी पीड़ा जायज है। नहीं नाविका जी, एक सिंपल सी बात कहता हूं। जैसे आपने कहा बाकी लोग फिजिकल रैली कर रहे हैं, हम वर्चुअल रैली करें, तो आप कह रही रैली की भीड़ है। मतलब इसको डोंट टेक इट पर्सनली, सारे टीवी चैनल्स पे लागू होता है। सब लोग चाहते हैं भाई कैमरे पे आके बोलिए, वो जूम पे मत करिए, अगर हो सके तो फिजिकली आके करिए एंड इंसिस्ट कि बेटर क्वालिटी आएगी, बेटर वो आएगा। तो भाई ये इसीलिए मैंने कहा ईमानदारी से सब पे लागू होता है, इट्स नॉट टू पर्सनल, इट्स एवरीबडी। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग एवरीबडी इज हैविंग सम कंस्ट्रेंट or some motivation to do those things, so it needs a larger discussion, not the one segment or other segment.
कमाल है, लास्ट वर्ड तो आपको लेना ही था। लेकिन रीना जी, आई वांट टू आस्क यू दिस क्वेश्चन. In Delhi itself, as Anand Ranganathan pointed out, he's paid a fine. I've paid thrice because my mask just came down from my nose a little below. And right, I mean, that is not the norm of wearing the mask. And I paid, 6,000 rupees for 3 fines that I've got. No problem. I flouted the norms. I paid the fine. But look at the Delhi Chief Minister celebrating the Chandigarh municipal polls, and if I can show you the visuals, no mask, no nothing, bheed hai, victory rally hai. Good, Aam Aadmi Party won. But then what happens to restrictions? Are you not role models for the people who are looking up towards you? Isn't that the responsibility that all netas, all politicians will have to carry with them, especially when they are in constitutional positions? It's a question the Aam Aadmi is asking.
Navika, I absolutely agree with you. All of us need to be wearing masks, especially all of us who are in public positions need to be even more careful. Having said that, Navika, we are 2 years into the pandemic now. And it is very clear that the only way to get over this is by increasing the vaccination rate. All of us are tired of staying at home. We are all tired of being in the pandemic for 2 years. And the central government had told us very clearly that by the end of the year, all the adults in the country will be fully vaccinated. Where are we now with vaccination? Hardly 50% of the country has been vaccinated. Why is the rate of vaccination so slow? That's point number 1, Navika. Point number 2, Bharatiya Janata Party is the largest party. Our Pradhan Mantri is also the Pradhan Pracharak. So, it is actually incumbent on these larger parties to come together and say that we will not do any physical rallies. I can assure you, Aam Aadmi Party will be the first ones to give our full support in this. Once they take leadership and say कि आइए हम सब मिलके decide करते हैं, सिर्फ डोर टू डोर कैंपेनिंग करेंगे, सिर्फ वर्चुअल रैली करेंगे, हम सबसे पहले अपना समर्थन देंगे इस बात के लिए। लेकिन नविका जी, हम तो बहुत छोटी सी पार्टी हैं। ये बड़ी बड़ी पार्टियां जब तक ये डिसाइड नहीं कर लेती, और आज की तारीख में चाहे ICMR हो, चाहे नेशनल डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट हो, सब कुछ तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के अंडर में है। तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट क्यों नहीं बोलती? और तो हमने अब ये भी देखा है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन भी प्रधानमंत्री ऑफिस से ही डायरेक्शंस ले रहा है। तो फिर क्यों नहीं ये सारी बॉडीज इकट्ठी होकर गाइडलाइंस जारी करें? हमारी छोटी सी अदमी सी पार्टी है, विल बी द फर्स्ट वंस टू से दैट यस वी विल फॉलो व्हाटएवर इज टोल्ड टू अस, व्हाटएवर द सेंट्रल कमीशन, द इलेक्शन कमीशन डिसाइड, व्हाटएवर द बिगर पार्टीज डिसाइड, द भारतीय जनता पार्टी डिसाइड, we'll be the first ones to follow that. But Navika, we've also seen that the central government is very, very slow in reacting. Why did they not stop the international flights in time? Omicron hota hi nahi is desh mein. Why did they take forever to allow booster doses? बच्चों की वैक्सीन लाने में इतना टाइम लगा दिया। ये सारे काम अगर समय से किए गए होते तो आज
वेरी गुड
को नहीं मिलता।
रीना गुप्ता जी, सारी गलतियां सेंटर की, वो जो भीड़ है आम आदमी पार्टी की, वो कोई बात नहीं, मेरा फॉल्ट नहीं है, इसका फॉल्ट है, इससे पूछो। मेरा ये तो स्कूल में हुआ करता था। डॉक्टर महाजन, आई वांट टू आस्क यू, व्हेन वी वर इन स्कूल, इन kindergarten, we used to say, ma'am, I didn't speak, she was the one who was talking. That's how all of us were in school. Exactly what's playing out here between political parties. Now, is this what we expect from those who govern us? Because they are not going to get down to a table to find a common agenda which is beneficial to people. और वैसे लोगों के नाम पर वोट ही वोट, इलेक्शन ही इलेक्शन, हम जो भी कर रहे हैं जनता की सेवा, कोई जनता के बारे में सोच रहा है? डॉक्टर महाजन, कैन वी अफोर्ड, एंड आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू अ पॉलिटिकल क्वेश्चन, आई वांट टू आस्क यू एज अ डॉक्टर, कैन वी अफोर्ड to be so lax in following COVID protocols? Our rallies, our weddings by politicians are such kind of behavior in public. Okay?
Not at all, Navika. Whether it's politicians, administrators, general public, no one can be lax and no one can, not follow COVID appropriate behavior. We have paid for it in the second wave, where, as you very rightly said, each one of us has either lost a close friend or a relative. And this is how even the Delta wave started. In the beginning, we said it's going to be a light wave, mostly people are asymptomatic. And when it actually reached a crescendo, then we realized that this really was devastating. Even now, with this wave, there is, this has just started in our country. And if you look at the Western countries where it has come a few weeks before us, in England, if you see, with 183,000 new cases that have been there today, they have started actually building makeshift arrangements outside hospitals because they say our hospitals are going to be overwhelmed. So whether it may be anyone, whether in power, out of power, Aam Aadmi or not, we all have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, we are going to end up, already the third wave has started. We want that it should be a muted third wave and not a, huge third wave. Irrespective of the virulence of the organism, if too many people get infected at the same time, our systems will again get inundated. And as Dr. Ranganathan very rightly said, we may be better prepared now than we were in the second wave, but that's something which will be put to test if we do not stop these rallies, these huge marriage and other functions. There is no way. And, I don't want to see those same days again, and we are not very far from them if we don't take heed.
Well, I know what you're saying, but obviously look at the crowds and Manoj Kaka ji, क्या सारी पार्टियां इकट्ठे बैठकर इस निष्कर्ष पे नहीं पहुंच सकती कि इस वक्त कम से कम जिस दौर में हम हैं, हमें कोविड के साथ और लोगों की जिंदगियों के साथ खेलने का कोई हक नहीं है। और जब तक हम इस तरह सोचेंगे नहीं, तब तक क्या हम ऐसे फैसले ले पाएंगे जो जनता के हित में हो, आपके भी हित में हो, आपके भी पार्टी के वर्कर्स बाहर निकलेंगे और इतनी तादाद में जाएंगे किसी रैली पर, तो ये कोरोना ऐसी बीमारी है कि ये फैलेगी ही फैलेगी। पर क्या हम कोई भी कंसेंसस बनाने से पहले तू मैं मेरा नहीं, ये अगर करेंगे तो हम करेंगे, इलेक्शन कमीशन करेगा तो हम करेंगे, ये क्या हम सबकी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है?
नविका, बिल्कुल है। और आपने जो आज सवाल किया, और मुझे खुशी है कि आप आज काफी जन पक्षधर नजर आ रही हैं, और ये सभी के सामूहिक चेतना और सामूहिक प्रयास की चीज है। लेकिन अब अभी देश के, मुझे बहुत तकलीफ और दुख हुआ कि देश के सबसे सर्वोच्च सदन के सदस्य हैं बड़े भाई सुधांशु जी, उन्होंने कहा कि नेताओं का और पार्टियों का, जो पार्टी डे ऑफ दी गवर्नमेंट हो, जो सरकार में है, उसका दोष नहीं, बल्कि कुल्लू मनाली में जाने वाले लोग और जो लोग छुट्टियां मनाते हैं वो ज्यादा दोषी हैं। सुधांशु जी, जब देश का राष्ट्राध्यक्ष ही विभिन्न राष्ट्राध्यक्षों के मीटिंग में सबसे पहले नरेंद्र मोदी जी अपना मास्क हटाते जब नजर आएंगे, तो 135 करोड़ जनता क्या उनसे सीखेगी? आप जब देश के सर्वोच्च संवैधानिक पद पर हैं, तो सर्वोच्च आपकी जिम्मेदारी आपकी है। आपने नविका देखा होगा कि ये जो डॉक्टर साहब बात कह रहे थे कि हमारे यहाँ जब लाखों लोगों की लाशें बह गई और लाखों लोग ऑक्सीजन के दवाओं के अभाव में जब इसी देश में मरे, तो इस देश की सरकार ने देश के सदन में ये कहा, और सरकार में तो सुधांशु भाई हैं, ये तो स्वीकारेंगे, जो जिस बर्बरता को, जिस भयावह दौर को देश के लोगों ने देखा, उस दौर को भी मोदी सरकार ने कहा कि नहीं, देश में एक भी ऑक्सीजन के अभाव में मौत नहीं हुई। तो जो सरकार स्वयं निष्ठुर हो, निर्मम हो, जैसा आपने अपने कार्यक्रम के शुरुआती संदर्भ में भी कहा कि दो लोग होते हैं, एक शासन करते हैं और एक शासित लोग होते हैं। तो शासन करने वाले तो नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार है, अब आपने फडणवीस जी का अभी उदाहरण प्रस्तुत किया। आपके एक बात से समाजवादी पार्टी जरूर सहमत होती है कि हाँ, ये सामूहिक चेतना, सामूहिक जिम्मेदारी का प्रश्न है, हम सब चाहेंगे कि बचे। लेकिन जब आप पश्चिम बंगाल में लाखों लाखों की भीड़ बुला करके और सबसे पहले मास्क हटाते नजर आएंगे, इस देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी कई बार लगता है कि नेता से ज्यादा अभिनेता का अभिनय करते हैं। तो अब लोग किसी ने कहा आपके पैनल में कि लोग
मनोज काका जी, आप इधर उधर की बात ना करें, आप मुद्दे पर आ जाएं। आप मुद्दे पर बताइए, क्या आपकी पार्टी क्या आपकी पार्टी चुनाव को टालने के हक में है? क्या आपकी पार्टी वर्चुअल रैली करने के हक में है? क्या आप चाहते हैं कि जो रैलीज हैं उसमें जो लोगों की भीड़ हो वो 200 से ज्यादा ना हो और वहां आप ऐसे अरेंजमेंट करेंगे कि वहां कोविड प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो हो? क्या आप ये जिम्मेदारी ले सकते हैं या नहीं?
नाविका, आपका जो संवाद का मंच है वो बहुत बड़ा है और बहुत जिम्मेदारी के साथ ये कह सकते हैं कि देश की जो भी संवैधानिक संस्थाएं हैं, चाहे न्यायालय हो, चाहे जो आज इलेक्शन कमीशन ने, मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त ने जो भी कहा होगा, जो उनकी गाइडलाइन होगी, समाजवादी पार्टी उसका पालन करेगी।
तो ये गाइडलाइन तो बगई साहब, डॉक्टर बगई, ये गाइडलाइंस were issued even and Dr. Anand Ranganathan has pointed out these guidelines were issued even during the West Bengal elections. Which political party followed those guidelines? There were Kumbh Melas, there were rallies that were happening, and we are seeing that happening once again. And I want to ask you, most people are living under this illusion that the Delta variant was more dangerous. Omicron is not that dangerous. So let's just flirt around with the dangers as people are doing on the roads, on the streets, in rallies. Do you think we can take such a casual approach to the Omicron way?
Good evening, Navika. Good evening, everyone on panel. I think, and I fear that we've just walked into a potential ammunition factory with a mashal burning. And then we would probably expect someone else's fire engine to come and douse the fire. I think the fire has already been lit in many states. It's a question of time, few weeks before it spreads. The numbers are saying so. And the world has said so. Perhaps we didn't take heed. And it's very distressing after 2.5 years of losing many own personal family members in this COVID surges to see political parties mudslinging at each other. I think we need to be responsible. We need to be collective. I just want to put some medical facts so that if some amount of common facts are perceived by people who are in a decision-making position, this is perhaps one of the most infectious virus, most transmissible virus. It is not, and I'm repeating, it is not lighter or less lethal than Delta because it is more transmissible. So that little bit of added advantage, at 12% as compared to Delta added advantage, is lost because it is 70 times more transmissible and 8.4 times more evasive as far as the immune mechanism is concerned. That's why your vaccines are not working. This is an airborne. We keep saying this for the last 2 years. It can travel over 60 feet. And very surprisingly, Navika, can you imagine when you have a large crowd, like small little ants climbing on top of each other's shoulders? There is something which was called last year as long jump COVID. Now it is called as fly COVID. It can travel from corridor to corridor without people actually meeting. It can travel more than 60 feet. It is micro aerosol. If you are not wearing a mask and if you are not going to keep social distancing of adequate amount in winter temperatures, which increases the transmission in northern India, in the pollution, there is a sure shot 100% chance of you getting infected. It's a question of time. We've lost 2,000 doctors in this COVID surges. We can't afford to lose any more, be it a doctor or be it anyone from any social circle. We have to get our act together. And with Sudhanshu ji, I'm a very strong believer that I think the BJP government has held very strong and done extremely well. I want to put it on record. And I have no shame in saying this, that we have fought very hard and collectively. But this is the time when someone is saying, let's change the ball, okay? Let's change it from a red ball to a pink ball. You will still be in an advantageous position. We should not have rallies. Just have a proper designated polling system with adequate system, more spread out, so that we can take adequate precautions. and in the polling system, give a free mask to everyone. I will end there. We want to keep safe. We want to keep alive. This is not a time to party. I'm saying this again for the last time. Any gathering, be it social, religious, political, celebratory, marriage, or New Year's, or Christmas Eve, is a sure shot formula of spreading this infection. Let's not destroy India all over again.
डॉक्टर सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, हम क्या कर सकते हैं ये रोकने के लिए, क्योंकि दिस होल इमरजेंसी इज एट आवर डोरस्टेप. We will have to do something.
Dr. Bagai has said very appropriate thing. I think those in the government, medical experts, will be keeping a strict vigil over the situation. And I am also having full faith in the capacity and vision of the Election Commission. They will take an appropriate decision. Whatever they will take, we will strictly abide by. But one thing I will also like to say, in poll-bound state election, the question is obvious. Why? But I would like to remind, at the peak of the second wave, दिल्ली में हजारों किसान कहा जाता था बैठे हुए हैं. Anybody in the panel or any time, single time they said, अरे भाई इतनी वेव पीक के ऊपर है, इतने लोग मर रहे हैं, कृपया हट जाइए ना. इवन यू रिमेंबर ड्यूरिंग शाहीन बाग, जब इस कोविड की वजह से हटाया गया, आम आदमी पार्टी के एमएलए जाकर उनका सपोर्ट करने में लगे थे. अभी मनोज जी ने बोला तो वो पार्टी वो है जिसने कहा बीजेपी का वैक्सीन, और अभी आम आदमी पार्टी की स्पोक्स पर्सन ने कहा कि बच्चों का वैक्सीन आने में इतना लेट हुआ, और दूसरी तरफ उनके डिप्टी सीएम का मई के महीने का स्टेटमेंट है कि बच्चों का वैक्सीन विदेश भेज दिया. प्रियंका गांधी और राहुल गांधी का स्टेटमेंट है कि बच्चों का वैक्सीन विदेश भेज दिया. जब बच्चों का वैक्सीन था ही नहीं, when the political parties are indulging in rumor mongering, how irresponsible they are behaving, and they are trying to teach lesson here. अरे भाई फिर बोलने लगे. अच्छा, बीजेपी का वैक्सीन लगवाया कि नहीं?
बहुत मजा आता है. आप ये बताइए, पहले नरेंद्र मोदी जी की रैलियां रोक दिए होते सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी.
अरे ये बताइए, बीजेपी का वैक्सीन लगवाया कि नहीं?
आप सवाल मैंने
अरे सवाल क्या खड़ा करते हो भाई? सेकंड वेव में इस तरीके से लोगों की डेथ हो रही थी. एक शब्द आपने बोला वो कोई चुनाव नहीं था.
एक बार में एक प्रवक्ता मनोज काका जी आपसे एक सीधा सवाल पूछा है. आपने बीजेपी का वैक्सीन लगाया, आपकी पार्टी को लगता था बीजेपी का वैक्सीन है, आपने वैक्सीनेशन लगाया.
नाविका जी,
चलिए अच्छी बात है. चलिए, पहले बीजेपी की कही थी पर है वैज्ञानिकों की.
वैज्ञानिकों की
बीजेपी का वैक्सीन लगाया या अपना स्टेटमेंट वापस किया? दो में से एक चीज बता दीजिए.
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ नविका, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि जब देश के संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हुए नरेंद्र मोदी जी पश्चिम बंगाल की रैली बंद करके ये कहते कि मैं कोई रैली नहीं करूंगा, तब किसानों के आंदोलन पे सवाल खड़ा करते तो वाजिब लगता. आप
नाविका
प्रस्तुत करो, आप कोई उदाहरण तो प्रस्तुत करिए सुधांशु जी.
अरे मैं कहाँ सवाल खड़ा कर रहा हूँ? मैं तो
ओके, ऑल राइट. रीना, एक मिनट. रीना जी आप क्या कह रही हैं, फिर मैं सुधांशु जी आपके पास आती हूँ, दोनों के जवाब दीजिएगा. रीना जी का स्टेटमेंट. बस मनोज जी अब 30 सेकंड का टाइम रीना जी का है. आप कृपया शांति बनाएं. जी रीना जी.
Ravika ji, what I'm saying is that why is the vaccination rate still so low in the country? In Delhi, every 100% of the adults have received their first dose. So it can actually be done. And also, why is the vaccination for children still not being approved? You know, my children, all the children are still out of the school for 2 years. They've not gone to school. The economy is in doldrums. Unless we focus on vaccination, the government of India is totally distracted with elections. The Prime Minister, the Health Minister are just focusing on the upcoming state elections. There is no focus on vaccination, and the country, the economy cannot deal with one more
All right,
lockdown.
सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, ये जो 146 करोड़ वैक्सीन लग गए, ये ऑटोमेटिकली लग गए. आपने तो कुछ किया नहीं, अपने आप लग गए. और फिर भी कहा जा रहा है कि द रेट ऑफ वैक्सीनेशन इज स्लो. respond to the charge made by Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes. फर्स्ट मैं एक इंपॉर्टेंट बात करना चाहता हूं. रीनू जी ने अभी ये कहा कि व्हाई द वैक्सीन फॉर चिल्ड्रंस आर नॉट अप्रूव्ड येट. आई वुड लाइक ऑल द व्यूअर्स गो बैक इन द मंथ ऑफ मे, 8 months बिफोर. इनके डिप्टी सीएम कह रहे थे बच्चों का वैक्सीन विदेश भेज दिया. आज आप कह रही वैक्सीन अप्रूव नहीं हुआ, 8 महीने पहले विदेश भेज दिया था. गो एंड चेक एवरीबडी ऑन ट्विटर. प्रियंका गांधी, राहुल गांधी कहते हैं बच्चों का वैक्सीन विदेश भेज दिया. इफ दे इंडल्ज इन सच टाइप ऑफ रूमर मॉन्गरिंग, so they are creating the situation from bad to worse. That's why I am saying one party saying BJP vaccine, other is 8 months before saying the बच्चों का वैक्सीन भेज दिया. So government is trying its level best.
पूरे विदेशों में सब जगह बच्चों का वैक्सीन अप्रूव हो चुका है.
अरे ये बताइए ना, पहले स्टेटमेंट के लिए खेद व्यक्त कीजिए कि हमने झूठ बोला था कि बच्चों का वैक्सीन विदेश भेज दिया. मई के महीने में एनीबडी कैन गो एंड चेक ऑन यूट्यूब मनीष सिसोदियाज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस. वो भी कब, जब सिंगापुर वेरिएंट का विषय आया था तब उन्होंने आके बोला था.
The question is not what happened in April. The question is not what happened in May. The question is what's happening today. And the question today is, how are we going to protect lives? How are we going to keep the impact of the third wave under control? And that is the question. Not just political parties, not just the BJP, not just the Aam Aadmi Party. This entire country is facing. There are states where numbers are rising, and the same states where Section 144 is imposed, there are weddings that are going on, there are politicians who are celebrating. Well, it is as much incumbent on us, ladies and gentlemen, to follow COVID protocols as it is on any politician. But on politicians, at least people who govern us, there is a greater deal of responsibility. And there will have to be some first steps that will need to be taken. The kind of rallies, the kind of gatherings that we are seeing do not augur very well for our preparation as a country. We've seen our very vulnerable side being exposed in the second wave. We just can't afford it a second time. It's time to wake up. It's time to build consensus. It's time to take steps so that we can all protect our own. And it will have to start with us. With us, if we follow the protocols, we can actually force politicians to do so. If we don't go to rallies, if nobody will come to vote, what are these rallies for? Digital is the way to go. That's how we as a country have learned to live. And sure, politics will have to move to digital platforms. That's the only way we can manage this. Say no to rallies. Just end the hypocrisy, because this is no time for hypocrisy. This is time for action, and this is time for preventive action. Very soon, prevention will be beyond us, and we will be in the throes of a third wave. It is my appeal to every single political party. We here at Times Now appeal to you. Please think about yourselves, about your organizational workers, and think about the people of India. We cannot build two Indias. One for us to follow the rules, one for you to break them. That's not the way India is supposed to be. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on this debate. But before I end this big debate, I also have with me spokesperson of the WHO joining me, Dr. Margaret Harris, World Health Organization spokesperson, who's joining me this evening. My question to you, Margaret Harris, is there's an interesting dichotomy that's being seen here in India. While several states and cities are seeing restrictions on citizens, there are politicians who seem to be going out there in crowds, because in India, it's a festival of democracy virtually, every time in the year. And there are political rallies that are going on. How do you see this? Are these events risk of becoming super spreaders?
So I think I would just repeat what the Director General said a couple of weeks ago before Christmas. And he was talking about, again, our big gatherings that were likely to happen during the Christmas period in Europe and around the world. That at this time with Omicron, think about deferring, postponing. It's better to postpone a big event now rather than grieve, that we can do these things later when we've achieved what we need to achieve right now, which is to bring the transmission down, protect everybody in society, and then have all our events to mark what we've all achieved together.
But many people feel, Dr. Harris, that if you're wearing your mask, if there is enough social distancing, then it's okay, and you're vaccinated, then it's okay. Is that a correct impression in the wake of the Omicron wave that we're seeing across United States, where 4 lakh in a day or thereabouts are the number of cases, France, UK, where numbers are rising? Is it okay to believe that if you're wearing a mask and continuing social distancing, it's all right?
Every country does make their own decisions according to how their community functions, but it is more difficult. And remember, you are bringing people in from all sorts of places, so you're increasing what we call social mixing, that your people, each individual in a large gathering is exposed to other individuals who may well be bringing the virus in. We have seen many such super spreading events.
So are you saying that you would advise against such large gatherings and crowds? Am I right to believe that?
These are decisions that your politicians will take, but certainly we are in a new and innovative world, and let's use the new ways to reach each other and influence each other for the betterment of all of us.
Do you think across the world, the situation that's currently prevailing, are we on the cusp of the third wave, or is it already here?
Definitely. We are seeing, as my Director General said yesterday, a tsunami of cases, particularly driven in Europe and the USA, in the Americas. But also we are seeing this around the world, in every region.
In India, you said that vaccination is the only way to protect people. In India, we still have a 30% adult population that remains to be vaccinated. Do you think that's going to be leaving us in a vulnerable situation?
Certainly, it's critical to get those people vaccinated as quickly as possible. We see the greatest impact in vaccinating those people who've yet to have their first dose and getting at least those first and second doses into all those people. Currently, the vast majority of people who are in hospitals and who sadly are dying are people who've not yet been vaccinated. So this is something critical to save those lives. We don't want to lose any more people.
Well, the question I want to ask you is that there is still a mixed opinion here in India on whether the booster dose should be part of a cocktail, or should it be the same vaccination that has been the first 2 doses. What are your views on this? Do you think it should be a cocktail approach, or should it be a pure approach of the vaccination already been taken? In terms of efficacy, what would you recommend?
Yes, we've certainly had our strategic advisory group of experts on vaccination looking at this very carefully. And they have found that you can have a different vaccine as your extra shot, but look specifically at what you've had and which vaccines you may be giving differently, and look at all the research on that. So it's not like that you mix and match everyone, but a lot of them, we are seeing good evidence now that you could add a different vaccine as a booster, and that will be efficacious and safe.
Dr. Harris, I want to ask you, you've said that the Omicron variant is a variant of concern, but not a variant of alarm. With the fact that even 2 doses of vaccination are not seemingly preventing Omicron infections, would you still maintain that?
So we're certainly seeing that vaccination is keeping people from getting the most severe forms of COVID-19. And that's crucial because the people with the severe illness are the ones that fill up the hospitals and are the people who die. So our number one aim is to stop people from getting the severe illness. And of course, we don't want any more people to die. The issue you raise is very important because, yes, you should get vaccinated, but you need to do the other measures as well. You need to look very seriously at physical distancing, not getting close together, looking at ventilation in homes and spaces and workplaces so that the stale air doesn't stay in the room. So fresh air comes in, stale air goes out. These things are making a very big difference. Also wearing the mask whenever you're in a closed space or when you're in crowds. All these things are making a very big difference. So it's not vaccination only, it's vaccination plus all the other things.
Well, Dr. Harris, the last question that I want to ask you is, you're seeing the numbers the way they are growing in the United Kingdom, in the United States of America, close to 2 lakhs in UK alone per day. Do you think lockdown is something that would be imperative in times to come to stop the spread that we're seeing, the exponential spread of the Omicron variant COVID infections?
So we as WHO would prefer to see people able to maintain as normal functions as possible while taking the precautions. So we don't like to see lockdowns. No, we understand that governments get to a point where their health systems are overwhelmed and they've run out of options. But we prefer to see everybody in the community at every level taking all precautions to keep the transmission down as much as possible so society can keep going. So many people are in the informal economy around the world. They rely on being able to get out and work, but do that so they can do it safely. It's a combination of protecting your health, but also protecting your livelihood.
Well, thank you, Dr. Harris, for joining me tonight on the News Hour. Very valuable information and prevention, the only way to go, which is what we've been talking about all along. The key to COVID spread and its prevention lies with us only if we take precautions. Well, on that note, as I say thank you to you. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining me. And remember, it is in our hands. We need to take precautions, wear our masks, keep social distancing, and stop going to large gatherings, which will be the super spreaders. And we need to keep away from that. Thank you and good night. I'll see you tomorrow.